do. Let's take you now to the Victor Harbour Oval for today's game. Trevor Pryor and Kevin Curran, come on down, gents.
Thanks very much for that, Ian. Yes, we're here at the Victor Harbour Oval today with the top side McLaren districts being the visitors. The toss has taken underway and Victor Harbour, the home team, won it, and they will be kicking to the leftist screen for our YouTube viewers. For our radio listeners, that obviously means the Adelaide end of this oval. So McLaren's districts will go towards the right of screen, and obviously the netball court ends. So that's for our viewers and our listeners together. For our viewers, they turn around. McLaren districts are the Crows colours: red, yellow, or gold, yellow and blue. Stripe around the midriff. Home side Victor Harbour, blue and white, virtually like North Melbourne jumpers if you follow AFL for any reasons. So
I don't know, that blue looks horribly black.
That's the deep. It gets back what they almost call that navy blue, but
very navy.
It's a very, very, very deep blue. So they go onto it. So they're in the huddles at the moment. Our umpires today are Darren White and David Popplewell, both experienced umpires. So they've got control of this game today. And where's Victor sitting now at the moment? They're third or fourth? Third.
About fourth, I think.
About fourth, I think. Anyway, it was coming up. They've had themselves a reasonable start and then sort of just fell in some holes that go out. They played, I think it was Goolwa last week, I think, and had a struggle to start with, and but come home. So it'll be interesting. Of course, McLaren's have had themselves in a couple of sticky situations twice and managed to get up over the at the end. So they've haven't been dominating madly like they did last year, but are still winning. So they're undefeated so far as they were last year too. So
Victor are fourth.
Fourth, yeah. I thought they were sitting in, but there's
Fourth
not much in there.
3 wins, 2 losses. And Wollonga are fifth on 3 wins, 2 losses. So.
Yep, yeah. I thought we were tightening up in that bottom section to be pretty well games, and with percentages of difference. So, but they are now starting to take position here. And we'll be underway any tick of the clock, and we'll be virtually right on starting time here. So, umpire White with the umpire will be first up, tossing the ball up here at the moment. Gets the OK in the clear. Setting ourselves now, and we turn about. We are virtually ready. Holds the ball aloft. Waits for the siren to sound, and we've got timekeepers going to sleep. So here we go. Up goes the ball, and we're underway at the Victor Oval. Up they go, comes out. McLaren's trying to get onto it. Cool, socket off the ground by Ross. It wasn't a smart move, but he got away with it. Turns around for Victor, goes back in the centre. Stacks of people on here, and Victor hold it up, and it's still in that centre square. Ruckman will repeat themselves once again. Turn around, Cody Ellison in the ruck for McLaren's, goes up, can't get it. It's a free kick, comes out here to one of the Vincents, I reckon.
Number 9.
Yep, goes around Harry Vincent, goes out, goes over. Out comes Victor Harbour, trying to get around, was Overall, can't get it. McLaren's get the ball up, drive it out the back lines, comes out, can't break it through into there. Victor comes all up. McLaren's gets driven down in the ground, comes over to the reigning male medalist, and 3 times up too. Gets his handball out. McLaren's goes up on the wing, but it's intercepted on the wing there for Victor Harbour. Drives this ball back in up to centre half forward. Up they go, up and down they go, and Zach Dowling picks her up. He quickly plays on, goes in the forward pocket, up, goes once up, twice, double hit out on it, goes, the umpire paid it. The Victor player reckons that it was marked on because he immediately played on. So he reckons there was a second touch in it, and he's anyway. Then comes the umpire and gives him the mark. So Jackson
makes
Elms.
it a bit easier for him.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? But yeah, I thought the hand got in there for the second before the second grab, and the player took off. So I thought, well, he picks it too, but the umpire didn't. So he's got the whistle. So that's the way she goes. So Victor now lines up for the first time here on the clubroom side, 45-degree angle. You can see straight behind here. Goes up, reliable kick, puts it all up, straight through the middle. Goal umpire comes back and goes.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Playing well at home, so that puts the ball, the balance coming back to them just a little bit better.
Umpire's got the ball now. Looks like Popperwell.
Yep.
He's going to come and throw the ball up. In he comes. Ball goes up. In go the ruckman. I don't think anyone got much advantage out of that one, but he found the free kick. The way he ran in that, he hasn't. He's just going to throw it up again. Up it goes again. Big tall ruckman comes in there from McLaren. Picks it up. Knocks it out. Goes out there to player there and Darcy Brown, number 25, and the ball now is down.
Don't often see that, do you?
What's that there?
Brett Ellis getting caught.
Got caught on the ball, did he? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we should get a copy of that. That doesn't happen very often. It's gone over there to Mitchell Brook by Victor. Victor's got hold of the ball now. They've got a chance to pick the ball up, going in the goal down there. They should be able to get it out, or McLaren will get it out now. And back it goes on that far side of the ground and marked down there by Victor Harbour, and they'll put it right
Reece
back
Bartram, that was.
to the centre half forward area it goes. Player there falls on the ground. He's got pushed on the ground too. And the play's allowed to go on. I'll go right over that far side. Near the cars over there under the fence, but it's not going to go under the fence. It's going to be thrown up again by David Popperwell. Poppy comes in, throws the ball up. Up it goes, pushed down. Maybe this time it'll go out. It might have. No, the ball's allowed to keep going out there. It was picked up there by McLaren. Didn't look like he wanted to get rid of it, Trev. But anyway, he's going to throw it up again. Up it goes. In they go, push down again. This time it's taken away by Victor. And Victor will get a score out of all of that. They'll get a behind. So Victor now go to 1-1 and McLaren yet to score.
It certainly was. McLaren's with the ball, comes in, Moyle gets it, plays off, and there goes running past, kicks it, and he finds his player in Tarek Redigolo. Redigolo comes out wide, clubroom side, finds it, they're still in the back pocket, short kick goes around, going to put Stuart Green under trouble, but he gets away with it nice, he goes up onto the wing. Comes over there now, picks up there by Victor. Victor tried to get the handball back through there, can't get to it, goes in underneath. McLaren comes in, tries to wrap it up in Todd McKay, and the umpire comes in for a ball up on the wing position. Up she goes up and down, comes out to Victor, quick kick, smothered off the boot though, and she comes over the boundary line on the forward flank here. Clubber inside for a boundary throw.
Daniel Jackson's.
So young boundary umpire here with it. They've got some young lads, but they certainly do a good job for them, for their size and height. Up they go. Laurie goes up from McLaren, can't get it out. Comes around quickly, picks up there by McKinnon for Victor. He goes off, goes in the centre, but unfortunately goes in the arms there of Darcy Brown for McLaren Districts. McLaren now, left-footed, drives it off the clubroom side, wing, over the back, goes up and down, and there's a strong mark there to Matthew Merritt. Off he goes forward, finds his player, handballs, he misses him by a mile, then Lachlan Cam goes off there and he gets dragged over the line, boundary line for a free kick. So Victor Harbour, recipients of that in the back pocket. On the clubroom side though, so he's going to have to come down that line. Up he goes, puts it towards the centre way, up they go, up and down it goes. Laurie can't get it out, sidesteps around by Moyle. Moyle goes back. His player was hesitant, sidestepped back, went into it, and he turns around, he gets caught, and the umpire
should have been on the ball then, because he had a chance to get rid of it. He had the
sidestep, yep.
Decided not to.
Up they goes, turns around, crashing through the pack then was Cody Ellison. Couldn't get out with it. Pushes back over, the whistle's gone. I reckon it must be a Victor free kick. It goes back over here to his player. Could be Jesse McKinnon. goes off, steps inside, drives this ball up to the forward flank, hanging on there at the back there by Overalls. McLaren's gets it though, goes out, back up the wing, over the back it goes, picked down there. Young lad didn't want to pick it up there, and Leon Groves, he turns around for McLaren's. Victor picked it all up, breaks a tackle, handballs inside, kick smothered, goes out, handball goes back again. That one there was Zach Stickle. Stickle goes off. Up it comes down. McLaren's got the body out there, puts it all out wide, picks up his player, drives that one back in there. Jomi Smith goes up there, and the ball's taken by McLaren's on Lachlan Cam on his forward flank. He goes across, finds his player out there, and that one there goes out to Darcy Brown. Brown goes wider again. They're going straight across the ground, goes out wide, kicks in the forward pocket and the lead, and he finds his player out there, and that will be Daniel Marr. Daniel Marr looks forward, goes in. Oh, that's a shocker. Goes back down. Charla picks it all up, tries his big bolt, tries to break out of it. Goes off there, and there's the first score to McLaren Districts. They go to 1 point on the FPH scoreboard. Victor Harbour 1 goal 1. The scoreboards haven't got the point up, Kevy.
Oh, that's nothing unusual. Anyway, Victor will kick it back in. Over it goes, over the scoreboard side. Good kick in over there. Up it goes, and I think the player there...
Oh, umpire called play on those, so...
I reckon he had that.
No, offhand. Umpire called it clearly.
Anyway. No harm done, because the ball will be thrown up again around about centre half forward for McLaren. Up it goes. Down it goes. Pushed along, and the push down there, the McLaren player dives in under their legs there, and play's allowed to go on now.
Kleinig. And
Victor will get the free, or the advantage of that kick out of the pack, and it goes into the centre now. Picked up over there with a player.
Sling tackle on that one.
Almost hit his head on the ground.
Yep.
I think it did hit his head on the ground. Pushed him backwards. And he's laying there for a minute. Maybe he's seeing a few stars. And that's
Daniel Stock.
There, Daniel Stock. Looks like he's all right. He's got the ball now. And he'll get it and play on quickly with it. Across the ground it goes. Oh, it comes out there. They run into each other, the two players going for the ball. But the ball is marked out there by
Mitchell Brook.
And Brook now will take the free kick just outside of 50. There's 50 metre lines all over the place out there, Trev. Anyway, comes in now to take his kick, probably too far out to score. Walks in, walks the first 10, 15 metres, gets close to the man on the mark, and that's not a bad kick, but it's offline for another behind only, so it's 1 goal 1 to Victor Harbour, 1 point to McLaren Districts on our FPH scoreboard.
Right, McLaren's with the ball in Mackay. B. Moyle comes out.
And that was a great kick, eh?
Yeah, it comes straight out, goes straight over, and hits Ross on the chest. So
he didn't even have to move.
Not very often you see that from the McLarens kick it in. He normally spots up really well through there. So, yeah, bad mistake. Ross can make him pay badly here. Player that's had great success here with Victor. In he comes. He's going to kick from virtually the same distance outside the 50. Drops the ball up, left foot's hanging good. It looks like it's going to go skinny. Umpire indicates that way, and he also goes in for a minor score. So Victor Harbour go to 1 goal 3 on the FPX scoreboard to McLaren's 1 point.
And he got him down for 1 too, Trev.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ball's kicked back in, marked by McLaren. Little kicks it in short. It's marked again by McLaren down there through Joel Vanderleur. He cooks across the ground and finds his player there in Tarek Ridagolo. And over it goes to Tom Fennerty. Now Fennerty's got hold of it on the wing. Hugging the boundary line down it goes, and there's a mark being taken there by the big tall fella Cody Ellison. And he'll put the ball now well within scoring difference if they can grab a mark out there. But Victor Harbour, make sure they don't. Grab hold of the ball, kick it down the clubroom side again, and it's gone over there only as far as the McLaren player then, he made a mess of that, get back along the boundary line again, and here it is now. It'll be oh, there's a little bit high then, and the player for Victor got it round the throat, and that is Bradley Vincent. He looks for a player there by himself, and that one is
Tom Neville, I reckon.
Neville. And he's got the ball now. Down to the 50-metre line it goes, over the back. Back it comes. This could be a crash between them down there, and that's down there, out there. It's gone out to Jesse McKinnon, and McKinnon kicks it into centre.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
Slow in a couple of games we'd seen. We turned out, but then turned around after that. So,
Trev, that flag out there on the scoreboard's blown, indicating it's blown to the left or the Adelaide end of the Victor Oval.
yeah, it looks like an advantage up to there, but it's only fluttering, so it shouldn't be too bad. Up it goes in the centre, comes out, handball out goes there by Kleinig for Victor, goes out wide. McLaren's though picked the ball up, goes over to Todd McKay. McKay goes over, Victor now, Vincent tries to get onto it, he turns around, picks it up, handball goes out, another series of handball goes out, goes across over the back, McLaren's goes out, pay that one, and he does, and that one goes back to, I reckon, 15, I reckon, could be Joel Vanderloor. He goes off, goes up there, finds his player up further on the back flank. Still in the back line, so he comes in, finds his player. Oh, he drops the ball under pressure then. Yeah, Joel Vanderloor, hot onto the potato on that one. Now she stacks up, and the umpire's going, he's going to ping him for holding the ball. Victor Harbour will not want to get rid of it, and they turn around and give up the free kick, which is good to see. Jackson Elms had no intention of giving rid of the ball. That's a bad kick, comes across, but recovered here by McLaren's. Out they go. Vincent comes in for Victor Harbour and marks the ball in front of his opposition. He goes down. Ross can't get to it. He stays over. He gets wrapped up by 2 or 3. Umpire's looking at this. He's going to go holding the ball once again. You must make an effort. We've said it repeatedly, and some umpires are not paying, and it's good to see these umpires doing it. So anyway, McLaren's now with the ball, comes out and finds his player on the chest out here, and that one there's Lachlan Cam.
Joel Vanderloo, isn't it?
No, Lachlan Cam comes over here from McLaren Districts, puts it up on the wing, right, front of the clubhouse, goes over the back, Spoil comes down, Spoil comes up, and the umpire's blown his whistle, and it's a free kick to Victor Harbour in Braden Miller. Back flank, goes off, gets told to play on because he came around. Up it goes, up and over. Ross gets over, comes over quickly, picked up there by Todd McKay for McLaren's. Goes forward, body on body, over the shoulder goes onto there. Couldn't get it, handball goes out, comes over here, straight away to McKinnon. McKinnon gets his handball off, he goes downfield now, goes off in the centre. Ross spoils it up, can't get away with it, goes over the back, turns around, gets onto there. The umpire's looking at it, he knows that he hasn't got possession, and he comes in here and it goes to throw the ball up. Up she goes over. All to McLaren's. Handball goes back, turns around. McLaren's now pick it all up, tries to break out of it. There was Charler, Billy Charler. Handball goes off to Ellis. Ellis goes forward, right up in the forward lines. Overrunning it was Cody Ellison. Goes over there, and the free kick to Victor Harbour in Jade Cooper. Victor now go out the other side, goes over, finds his player. He goes out wide now onto the back flank. Bad bounce, goes back over, turns around. Victor picks it all up, gets it back in, comes over quickly over there to Kurt Linder. Linder handball goes off to his player. Too far though. McLaren's over on it. Overall gets the ball up, goes inside. Goes over to Ross. Ross goes back down, picks up there by Victor. They go forward, find it up on the centre half forward. He goes off, short kick, and I mean short. Goes around there quickly to Vanderloo for McLaren's. He goes up, goes on there and finds the big fella in Cody Ellison. McLaren's now getting the ball back in here. Goes over. He finds two players there. Jackson Daniels. Daniels goes off. Goes wide. Goes out to Charler. Joel Charler. He goes off. He goes in. Too far. A couple of grabs and he'll have to pay that one. And McLaren's finally take a good mark. Juggled though in front of goals. He's only going to be kicking probably from 30. He's on the 50-metre arc now. As he comes around, that's Matthew Merritt. So they really need this one just to arrest Victor Harbour just this little bit. So they come up. And he rolls. Puts it all up, gets close to the man on the mark. He hangs that one terribly. You know, he almost missed that lot on that. So for a minor score on the FPH scoreboard, Victor Harbour 2 points, and I make Victor Harbour 2 goals 3. Wait for the ball, they chase out. Yeah, he's got it. He's looking in the sun.
Can't have gone too far away, could it?
Yeah, he's got it.
Anyway, now he's got it. Kick it in, down it goes. One player flies out there with one arm, and the umpire gives him the free kick, and that is over there to McLaren, to Joel Vanderloo.
Oh, bad kick.
And he kicks it straight over to Victor Harbour.
Oh,
and he
talk about back. Give me gags.
So, no, and it's gone over there to Billy Charler. Charler now kicks it further down the ground, and he just whacks some kicks down there, bringing it back. Victor had it then, and he didn't mark it. And that is a shocker of a kick, but it goes over to a teammate for Victor, and it will be marked over there on the wing by
Ross
McLaren.
Now. Ross has got it. Goes up and down. Comes back around, picked up by Victor once again. Handball goes back through, goes round. Now the kick comes across the ground. Oh, just in front of his player there, trapped beautiful in Zach Stickle. Stickle comes out, finds his player in Brodie Vincent. He handballs back, goes over, comes over, and he finds his player up on the forward line there, and Zach Dowling. Zach Dowling now goes into the pocket. Up they go. Up and down it comes. McLaren comes out. He gets wrapped up, goes to ground. The umpire picks out a free for too high. It'll be a relieving kick to McLaren's in the back line. That goes off to Hopkins. Hopkins goes out, finds his player in Redigolo. Redigolo goes out wider and just gets to him before he gets around there, and Jamie Smith. Smith goes over, finds his player there with one hand. It was Fennerty. Fennerty breaks it, goes away. Now he goes off, up the forward flank, kicks out there, and he finds his player. Quickly plays on. McLaren now into attack, go right up to full forward, up and down, can't get to it. McLaren's bends around, he gets out, caps over there, picks up there to turn around. I reckon he might have got that one. Umpire comes around, indicates a goal. And
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over, let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security, and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
It's 20 minutes gone to this quarter, Kev, so as a ball gets
and
transferred
the wind looks
back.
like it's died down almost completely, Trev.
Yeah.
The umpire comes in to toss the ball up. And he's in no particular hurry. He's just handballs in, throw it up. Oh, there's someone coming off.
Victor player coming off, yeah, in the hands of the trainers, so...
You can't see who it is because he's got his back completely to us, and maybe something around his head as well. No, he hasn't. There's just a lot of hair around his head. The player's coming off for Victor. And now the player there from Victor's got the free kick. Down the ground it goes. Not a very good kick though, but making him mess of this ball at the moment, down there now, and it's a little kick out of the pack, going over to Victor. Player there tried to pick it up, he can't get it, and Victor Harbour will get away with it. No, he won't. He goes across to McLaren, and McLaren come out and mark the ball. Right
Matthew Merritt.
in the distance there if he wants to. Gone over
Groves.
the top there to Groves, and Groves will.
In fact, I reckon it's Lachlan Cam's taking it for McLaren's. Right in the teeth of goals. Yep, number 13. Probably about a 40-degree angle, I reckon, Kevy. He's tightish, but lining up, distance is not a problem.
Take a good kick to get
he's only going to kick from 20, 22 metres out. He's got that angle, though. Drives up, umpire stand, he bends his neck over, which is a good indication. Indicates...
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Scoreboard's a point difference, and I had to apologise. We've got 3 umpires out there. As we turn around and wait for the ball to come back, I did
3 umpires.
Yeah, it's umpire White, Popplewell and Cornelius.
Must have a few over today then.
Yeah, must go under there. I was looking before and I thought, well, yeah, it's a looked out one. And I'm not sure which one. I think this one is White, and I think Cornelius is the other dark-haired one. So, yeah. Up they go in the centre, up they go, nobody really gets it, comes out, Ellis gets a hand into it from McLaren's, goes forward, goes up, comes out there, Victor trying to knock the ball forward, can't get to it, comes out there, goes over, McLaren's dives on it, here it goes, stacks on the mill on go, Ellis gets all out, pushes away, he pulls that one in, lucky, the umpires have been paying that one, so he turns around, so it's a ball up on the forward flank for for McLaren's district, goes up, pushes down, kicked off the ground out there. His own player jumps into it, goes out to Bartram. Bartram gets his ball out, goes out there too quickly to Jade Cooper. Cooper puts it out wider, finds his player there, I reckon, in Miller. Miller goes out. Victor can't get to it. He gets wrapped up on the wing. Can't get out to it. McLaren's gets the ball out, goes to advantage, goes inside to Vanderloo. He gets the ball out now, goes up forward and he finds his player in the forward pocket. Goes off. Kicks in, goes for the lead, and that one, you can't mark them when they're along the ground like that. Kicked up beautifully there by McLaren's, but he misses, couldn't pick up who it was, but it goes through his way. Minor score of McLaren starting to kick back now. They go to 2-3, and I believe it wraps it up on the FPA scoreboard as 2-3 apiece. So McLaren's do what they always do, start to run it back, let the teams get away, and then start to run them down. Kevy, off you go.
Chasing around. And Victor got it down that far side. Oh, it's a good hand pass over the top of his head. Went straight to the opposition. And the opposition now get the hand pass again. McLaren run into an open goal here and they've missed 1 point only. So that'll put the difference maybe 2 points up there at the moment. Or it could be 2 or 1 that goes to 2-4 to McLaren, 2-2 to Victor Harbour on our FPA scoreboard.
Yep, we've got ourselves, what have we got, 25 minutes gone, so virtually into time on. Starting to darken off up here, so looking around, so it goes up, camera looks good on there, up it goes, down, comes out, Victor can't get away with it, he gets wrapped up, it'll be on the back flank clubroom side for a ball up. McLaren's in their attacking zone. Up it goes over, Victor get it out, comes over quickly, round there to Fennerty. Fennerty goes up into the forward pocket, bodywork, can't go, ball bounces around like a yo-yo, more so than football, walks over the line, gets it over there, boundary umpire lets it go on, comes back inside, and umpire Popplewell has a ball up in the forward pocket for McLaren's. Netball courts in the background, you can see there, so kicking to the C end they are. Goes out, handball goes up, now he makes an attempt on it. As I said, as long as it appears they're making it, it's hard to get pinged. So Popple has to repeat the dose, virtually the same spot. Up it goes, nobody really gets it, comes back down. McLaren's trying to hold it in, Victor trying to repel it out, they get wrapped up. And Popplewell comes back in for another repeat, and she must be getting close to a ball up now, to a free kick, Kevy.
Yep.
Go, Kevy.
not far away, you would think here.
Yes, the siren goes, Kevy.
Sirens beat us to the free
Siren
kick.
has beaten us to it. At this stage, we have on the FPAG scoreboard 2-2 Victor, but I believe it's a point out, and to McLaren Districts 2-4. Either way, they will be up in front. So this is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
FPAG, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FPAG Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FPAG, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a text and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
In Daniel Stock, we've got down in Jackson Elms. The others were minor scores. And for McLaren Districts, we have it down as Daniel Marr and Lachlan Cam. So not an overabundant. The play was around. Victor came out. Looked like they're going to be hot onto this game. And then the McLarens, as they do, they just stay in their game, stay in the patch and gradually peg it back. So to get in front on 2 goals apiece. And if you look at the scores around the ground, they're not much higher. So it's pretty well status quo across the grounds and levels. It's starting to cloud up here at the Victor Oval. Turn around, the umpires are just starting to whistle these players back in, which they should do. It's these breaks just seem to be getting longer and longer and longer at quarter time, so we certainly don't need them to be dragging these games out, especially winter time coming. They'll finish up getting later and later as they finish. So, and as per usual, they totally ignore the whistles, and the umpires surely I think the timekeepers should be the ones blowing the siren to help the assistants. McLaren Districts are starting to break up now. So it's 2:50, it's nearly 3 p.m. now, so it's going to get underway later and later. Victor Harbour still in their huddle, totally ignoring everything. If I was the umpire, I'd throw the ball up and say, bad luck, you've had your time.
Maybe these times You know, when the players take it absolutely no notice whatsoever.
Well,
it's
as I said, the timekeepers have got the set time. They should be blowing the siren, and it'd be worthwhile, I'd say, for the secretaries, especially here at the league, is to look at this, because we've noticed this a lot lately.
Oh,
we've done quite a few broadcasts around. We try to catch every team that we can, and this just seems to go on forever at quarter time. So anyhow, they're starting to break up here. They will get underway after 3 o'clock. So that gets up the game going well and truly on. So it's gradually positioning themselves. Camera back onto here, so we got going. Now the umpire, no, it's not. I reckon it might be Cornelius. Puts it up and up they go. Nobody really gets it. It comes back down. Comes out the bottom. Up picks McLaren's in Moyle. Moyle goes forward, goes out, but it's intercepted mark there to Dylan Kleinig. Kleinig goes over, comes out and just finds his player there in Jade Cooper. Cooper goes up, double grab by Bartram. Reece Bartram goes off, finds Vincent. Vincent drives this ball up for Victor. Goes up in the forward lines, over the backs overall. Read it beautifully. Strong hands, which he gets from SRNFL, and he goes on. He just kicks this one up into the forward pocket. Up and down goes up there. Can't get out. Moyle gets the ball, breaks away from McLaren's, goes across goal, goes out, finds his player out there and hits him on there. Is Tarek Redigalo. Redigalo in the back pocket. Victor's back forward lines there. He goes up over the scoreboard side. Goes up to the back flank. Onto there. Umpire says hanging on. It'll be a free kick to Victor Harbour. And our recipients on the back line there. He goes up forward. That one's too high. Should be a free kick for over the shoulder of the spoil. And turns around and picks up there to Jackson Elms. Elms goes off, finds his player in Ross, Michael Ross. So Michael Ross will line up for Victor Harbour. Slide angle. Not too bad though. Comes back a long way. Now he goes outside the 50 metre arc. I reckon he's only going to kick from probably 30.
Be tired by the time he gets
there. So yeah, he's got himself good, I reckon 25 metre walk up.
So he's inside
counting the steps,
50.
He's up 15 foot. How come you can have 30 steps and get caught for 15 metres running too far? Ross goes up, goes over, misses that one. That's a bad miss by him again. The FPH scoreboard gets tied up here, 2 goals for a piece.
Ball will be kicked back in again by McLaren. Goes over the clubroom side with it. Up they go, almost a mark taken at the back there by McLaren. Couldn't complete the mark, they couldn't hold it. They kick it off the ground, down the ground they go with it. Players picked it up there for McLaren, and it knocked out of his hands. Umpire's just standing there watching. I think here it goes.
Didn't see the clip in the head with the leg coming through, so Ross gets a free kick.
Anyway, over it goes again, almost a mark taken then by Victor. He did pay it, and that's gone
Cooper
to Cooper, Jade Cooper, and he kicks it down almost to the half forward line, and
Laurie,
and the mark down there has been taken by Laurie, and McLaren are on their way. Player turns around with the ball, gets it over to his teammate running down the ground, and there is a mark taken over there by Cam, is it?
Misses player with a terrible kick.
That's a shocker, but anyway, McLaren now will be able to get it. They're going to try and knock it down. That was well taken down there. He'd probably get a free kick for too high then in the end, but he didn't, and it goes into the forward line. He got thrown down like a rag doll, and player then from Victor.
Cooper.
And Cooper now is going to kick it across. He'll kick it over this side. There's a player out there by himself. Decides not to. And down the ground go a Victor with it. And that's about as far as it's going to go. And they've got loose players out there. That's McLaren. They can hand pass it too. And off hands it goes. And the umpire will come and throw it in from the boundary line. In fact, I think tonight by about 4:30 we'll need the lights on, true?
Miners lights. Certainly dulling up, isn't it?
It is. Anyway, boundary umpire tosses it in. In it goes. down it comes, and the ball now will be thrown in, and the big fella comes through down there from McLaren. They get in the way by Victor down there, and the ball now will be taken by McLaren once again. And there's a shot for goal by McLaren, and that one has gone through.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough, you want it to look good, you want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
Ball comes back in the centre, certainly doing it the hard way though. It's both teams seem to play very much the same style of football. Possession and go with it and hold it up. So Popwell throws the ball up in the air, up they go, comes back down. Ellis picks the ball up, player Moyle can't get to him, comes back out, comes back into it, picked up there by McLaren's. They go forward but the whistle's blown. Oh no, it's held up, so it must be.
No,
must
no
be
one's
an
making
FAD,
any,
I'd say.
No one's making any effort to get there.
Oh, Popwell's back in the centre, so she's going back, so it's a free kick. It's nobody was running to get it, so I thought, well, perhaps it's not there, but Victor weren't interested in getting it back, so McLaren's with the ball in the centre. He's looking around, there's nothing moving at all. Victor have managed to flood, and off it goes. Up she goes out wide, he finds his player out there, and that one there is Max Gill. Gill for McLaren's, puts this ball up and full forward, over the back, almost taken there, comes back out, Victor stumble with it, turns around, gets over onto it, Charla can't get to it, comes back out, Victor tried to wrestle away, and both the Charla boys are there, and she goes up for a ball up. Forward pocket, up they go, puts down, goes to Joel Charla. Charla can't get away with it, he makes it a stumble to try to make it in the back. Over it comes, Ellis lets it go, drops it down, Ellis picks it all up, handballs out, gets it out wide, goes out too wide, picks up there. McLaren's put the ball back, turn around, fumbling with it. Finally it's forced over the boundary line for a throw in. Still in the forward pocket here for McLaren Districts though. They're kicking to the left of screen or to the Adelaide end.
Slow old game at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
the umpire puts it up, Kevy, go.
The boundary umpire throws it in. Over the back of the pack it goes, almost picked up by Victor. Wasn't. Here's a chance now for McLaren. They have a wild shot in, they do. And coming out there, I think that might have been taken out here by, it goes over now anyway to Jackson Elms. And he'll get it over the top. Comes in now, the umpire calls him to play on, and the ball now is right out in front of the coaches' boxes. Off hands it goes. Here's a chance out here for
McKinnon.
McKinnon runs down the ground, bounces it a couple of times. Down it goes into the forward line. Goes over there to Dylan Kleinig, and he's held up a little bit over there, almost a one hand. Oh, I think it was taken.
Yep, he's paid it.
He's paid it.
Mitchell Brook.
John out here to Mitchell Brook. And Mitchell Brook gets up. Feeling a little bit worse for a while. I think he made that a bit harder than it was.
Yeah, it wasn't a real good kick that came across. But
anyway, Victor now got it. They'd be probably over 50 metres out, wouldn't it? Or just right on 50.
Yeah, it'd be right on 50. He'll kick outside
Mitchell
of that.
Brook now comes in now to take his kick. Comes up to the 50. Right on the 50 metre line. He has a long kick in. He's kicking into the breeze in there. It will fall short. It does. Comes off hands, hits the fence, and the boundary umpire will come and fix it up. So they get a point out of it. Point out of it. And that is a minor score to Victor, so they go to 2-4, is it?
2-4.
2-5.
2-5 now, yep. They kicked 2 points this quarter.
2-5 to Victor, 3-5 to McLaren.
This ball now gets brought back in. McLaren drives this ball out, right out to the back flank. Off hands over the back. Turned around, picked all up there. Gets wrapped onto that. Probably lucky. Didn't make an attempt until he was over the boundary line. And he gives the ball back, and that one there was Rice Butch. So boundary umpire with the deal, puts it all up they go. Laurie can't get the ball out. McLaren's finally get it off. Overstepped at Victor. Victor goes back into it. McLaren puts it all out. Turns around, gets up into it. Turns around, get into it. It's Charler, Billy Charler, and he gives it back to Popplewell. Popplewell now on the wing. Over there, goes back, Laurie pushes back, goes over, comes out, handball comes out, smothered off of it, play on, goes up, picked up by McLaren. Oh, contact high on the spoil there, got going. Victor now, try to get it up, he gets wrapped up, he gets going down, and they turn around and it'll be ball up on the, probably almost onto the forward flank for McLaren's. Up they go over the back by Laurie, kicked out by Victor though. Victor goes towards the scoreboard and Vincent makes sure the ball goes over the boundary line in front of the FPAG scoreboard, which says Victor 2-5, McLaren 3-4.
And the ball will be now thrown in right in front of that scoreboard. In it goes, good throw in again by the boundary umpire. Comes out and here's a chance now for McLaren to kick it further down the ground. Comes out loose again, there's a kick off the ground. It's gone out here to the player leading out. Big fella's got it out here for McLaren. Kicks it in and under the ball out there. There
read that better, didn't he?
He read that really well then, and I reckon
Merritt.
that might be Matthew Merritt.
Curse on him, Kevin, can he kick it?
Well, can he kick it?
He's only 5 out. Oh, look at this.
What's he
He's
going to do?
not confident, goes around the body. Oh, danger.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Also,
that breeze, that flag's just picked up, so it's just whiffing in now and again, isn't it? But it is the favoured end where McLaren districts are going. Ellis comes off for a break.
I suppose he thinks they've done enough for the moment.
Resting him up for his 4th mile medal.
Rest him up for his 4th mile medal in a row. Wonder how many in a row he can get.
Oh, countless, I'd say. It's up to him.
Yeah, it's up to him to say I've had enough. Got nowhere to put him. Anyway, the umpire throws the ball up. Out it comes. Here's a chance now for Victor. They pick it up out there and get a hand pass over the top. And it goes down and coming out here. The Victor player just turns around.
That, didn't they?
Falls right in his lap. And that is 22.
Daniel Stock.
Daniel Stock. And he couldn't be in a better spot there, could he? He'd have a shot for goal.
No, we're right down as one. He kicked from this top pocket here on the clubroom side, so
should be able to put the ball through from there. It's not that far out. Anyway, Stock comes up, gets up near the line.
What'd you say?
He need another kick to try and get it through from there. Anyway, McLaren clean it up. Down the ground they go with it. And goes over the top there to 54, and that is, don't know who that one is, but anyway, play on calls the umpire over that far side, and the player from McLaren just pushes along the line, and across it goes, and it will be thrown in.
Boundary umpire over there. He's on the forward flank for Victor. Over the other side of the road, oval there, up they go. Laurie goes up, comes down to Charler. Laurie does again, comes back out, finds his play in Redigolo. Redigolo puts the ball up over the back. Victor spoil each other, comes all out there, goes in the hands there of Fennerty. Fennerty can't do anything, and it'll become a ball up by the central umpire in Popplewell. Popplewell, bang, up he goes, and he's paid the free kick, and yet the ruckman went down. Couldn't work that one. Just took my eyes off. So anyway, ball goes over. Basham overrides it. That goes dropping the ball. Has to go. McLaren's, let go on with it. Turns around. Basham now picks the ball up. He throws it straight out. Comes over there. Moyle picks the ball for McLaren's. Comes out. Fumbles going on here. Out they come out there. That goes to Daniel Marr. He picks the ball up for McLaren's and finds Billy Charler. Joel Charler goes out, finds his running player going out there in the Cam, I reckon, goes up, body goes up, come out to it, comes out quickly to 14 for McLaren, click smothered, goes off, turns around, good body there, goes over, Victor Spoilt goes up, Billy Charler goes in, he can't get to it, and it goes high, and it'll be around there, so Billy Charler for McLaren District gets the free kick. It's outside the 50, in their attacking zone, goes in quick, over, too far, picks all up, Victor gets it out there through Roos Much, handball goes out, goes over the top and over the back, and McLaren's pick it up. They go off, goes over out there, I reckon it could have been Cam, goes off and he finds out there in Billy Charler. Goes off wide, double smack, goes over the back, and Victor Harbour are pleased to see that one through for a rush point. So McLaren's go to 4 goals, 5 to Victor, 2-5 on the FPH scoreboard.
And Victor Harbour don't waste time getting the ball back in play. It's going over here to the player there in
Tom Neville with the ball now.
Tom Neville had it then. He gets up, it's gone over here to Elms, and Elms can kick it right into the goal line if he wanted to, but he got rid of it before it was ready, I think. And here's a chance now. He gets up again. They run along
sling
there.
Tackle, free kick.
Yep. They get the
Can't sling them. Players must know by now.
Oh, they will soon.
Well, we saw it last week, and they just kept doing it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh! I won't comment on that one at all.
Ball was kicked back in, and it's gone over here now to Sam Overall. And Overall kicks the ball in. It's a fairly good kick into the breeze out there, and can't see who's got it there now, but the ball has
minor score
for a minor score only, and that's another behind then to Victor. They go to 2 goals 6, trailing McLaren 4 goals 4.
Quickly, Moyle plays on, as he always does when he's in the back line, kick it in. Out he goes wide. Victor picked the ball up, goes, that's high tackle. Oh, umpires are not picking these. Up they go. Victor into attack once more, comes out, turns around, he gets tackled. Handball goes out, comes over in the back pocket, goes down. McLaren's, there's a sling tackle, that's got to be pinged too. And they're into it here. They know they're going to get caught for it, and yet they repeatedly sling the player instead of just tackling. Umpires are hot on it. We've seen it in various games around. As soon as you sling the ball, and now he's taken it off of McLaren and he's given it to Victor Harbour. I don't know what's going on out there, but that is 3 umpires in there, and then one of them decides to have take possession or what, but they've picked out, they've gone over, so goes straight through into there, umpire picks out, goes through for a goal after all that going on, which goes to Sam Overall.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
Younger last week, so.
Yeah, we did.
But it's not consistent. It's only rarely you see that, so. Back to you, Kevin. I didn't start when we started after that, so we must be at least 17 minutes gone.
Yes, we're about 17 to 18, I think.
Yep.
Gone, and the ball back in the centre now when it comes back. Took a long time to get that. Where'd that go?
I think he slammed it on Overall. He knew he got away with a good one there, so.
Anyway, the ball will be back at centre now, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. Up it goes. Victor push it down. Taken out there by Victor through the Zach Dowling. Ball's kicked down to the forward line. It's gone down there deep, right down there by Tom Neville. And the ball now will be maybe pushed through with it. No, it won't. Victor almost come past and marked that one, but couldn't complete it, and the umpire just says, give it to me and I'll throw it up.
Oh, it looks like Moyle's done something. And McLaren's, no, he's getting up. He was a bit gingier and sore, I think, when he dived for that ball.
And it goes, good throw in here by the umpire. Up it goes, a bit of volleyball taking place out there, and Victor had got it. What are they going to do with it? Nothing. Just give it back to the boundary umpire by the look of that.
Yep, just a bit close to the point post.
Yeah, just making it a little bit harder to score from where the point post is. Umpire's got it now. Throws it back in again. In it goes. The two ruckmen come out. Bit of a tussle there, each of them. And the umpire says, give it to me and I'll throw it up. And one thing about it, you give it to him quick, he throws it up before you know he's got it. Here's a chance now for Victor. They got a turn around player on his right boot. Should be able to find. He did. He kicked it straight to the opposition there, and then Ridagolo's got it, and over it goes, and now it's gone over to McKay. McKay's got it.
He's passed it off. It's gone off to his player. It's still in the back pocket though, Ken.
Yeah,
and he goes backwards.
He wants to get some scores for the opposition, I think. Anyway, here it goes back again.
And there's a kick that upsets it. McLaren's 2-on-1 though. Can they get it out of here? He'll run over the boundary line, which he makes sure is over, and it's a handball. Was he handballed it before or after? Umpire's coming in for conference. He said he's handballed it, so it's a free kick. Goes off there now to into there. What's he doing? He's setting play again.
He's going to give the free kick, I think.
No, he's got him back. He's setting the mark.
32.
Bartram with it. Short kick goes in, finds his player right there in the pocket there, and that's Tom Neville. Tom Neville turns around, swings it over, puts it all up. It's going to be too close to the boundary line. Up they go. McLaren's will thump this one off hands and it'll become a ball up in their forward pocket with Victor Harbour into attack. Well, we make it 21 minutes gone, so we're just about time on here now. Not much scoring going on. Up they go, turns around, whistle goes. It's a free kick to McLaren's. Overall doesn't want to pick it up, pretends he does. It goes over here to a mark. I hope we don't lose any, because I hope that's Tony's phone. Goes off. McLaren now. Out they go. Handballs out wide. Goes over to his running player out there, James Smith. Smith goes up, and there's a free kick to Ellisford in the back. So McLaren's with the ball. They're still on that back flank. He goes out, finds his player there, and Billy Charler. Billy Charler goes back again. He turns around and finds his captain in Moyle. Moyle now with the ball, looks forward. They've had 3 kicks and haven't progressed out forward at all. Up they go. There's the intercept mark. When you mess around too much, it goes over quickly to Mitchell Brook, I reckon it was. Goes up. Victor goes up. Moyle winds up from behind. He takes it out, goes forward, off hands off the pack, comes over, picks up there. Victor picked it all up, just got his hands out to it. Overran it there, comes out to Bartram. Comes out to Reece Bartram. He goes off, finds his player out here in Daniel Stock. Stock goes off, goes inside, dropped there by... Lucky that one. So off they go into there. Zachary Dowling gets another tumbled handball, goes out, and he hits the McLaren player right on the chest. Overall stands there and says, what are you doing? Bad kick out there by McLaren's. Goes out there, finds his player out there, and that one there is Jamie Smith. He goes out, finds the player out there, the boundary guy, and come out, and Leon Groves. Umpire pays it, so Leon Groves with the ball. Still on the back flank. Drives out, comes up to the wing now, goes over, good stretch, but he couldn't take the mark out there. McLaren's drops all the way the back, turns around, picks all up. Finnerty steps over the boundary line for a boundary throw in with Victor Harbour on the FBA scoreboard. 3 goals, 6 to McLaren Districts, 4 goals, 4.
Ball thrown in over that far side. Down it goes, taken out here by Victor. Victor gives it over to his mate, and that to put him in worse problems than what he would have been before. And now it's left to McLaren to get the ball back again. Good marking.
He grabbed it that time, Allison.
Yeah, taken down there by Allison. And He kicks it further down. It's
shocker.
going right down and Victor. I think if you stand there by yourself, you got half a chance of getting the mark.
It's great when you get more stats from the opposition because they're hitting your chest. Makes the game easy.
It does. Anyway, the ball's kicked further down the ground. It's gone out over that far side, and the ball has been
touched.
Touched.
I don't reckon the Victor player touched that. He's looking ginger that he didn't, but he got away with it.
Yeah. Anyway, boundary umpires throwing it in, and down it comes. Victor had hold of it then. Hand pass goes across to a teammate, and further down the ground that might be the player there for Victor marked the ball, and he's kicked it down. Anyway, the ball now is into a stack of players down there. That had to be a kick out there by McLaren. Back it goes again. It's gone over here to Reese March. He kicks it back. And it's gone to another Victor player, given a bit of latitude by the umpire. And then finally it's picked up by Ross. Ross belts the ball into the forward line. And it was shepherded across, and it's gone through for a minor score only, Trev. That is now 3 goals, 6 to Victor Harbour. Was it 3-2?
4 goals, yeah, they're a point out. They're 4-5 to McLaren Districts.
Anyway, they'll straighten it up by half time, we hope. And that is, well, it's not far from half time now anyway.
Ball goes up, boundary umpire throws it in. Comes up there, he goes, turns around, gets wrapped up into there, and he turns around, should go for holding the ball, and he has Mitchell Ross there. The siren sounds here, so the umpires wrap themselves up. The scoreboard here, I know, is incorrect, but we'll have to wait for the official one. The FPAG scoreboard shows Victor Harbour are 3 goals, 6 to McLaren. They have 4 goals, 4 onto there, but we reckon they're a point out. Goal kickers for here, we have Sam Overall with 1, Jackson Elms with 1, and Daniel Stock with 1. And I didn't pick up who got there. That's it for them. So for McLaren Districts, we have Daniel Marr, Lachlan Cam, Matthew Merritt, and Jackson Daniels. So we'll hopefully get the half-time scores around the ground for you folks during the break here, and listening to the half-time hub. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, matching around on air and YouTube.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Welcome to our Halftime Hub, and our guest today is Pauline Edwards. And Pauline's been involved with a lot of sports around the place and played a lot of sport, haven't you, Pauline? And I think that's mainly what you've done that I've known you for.
Yeah, mostly sporting events.
Netball and tennis.
Netball and tennis mainly, yeah. Yeah.
So how many years did you were you involved with the netball?
Well, since I came down here to Victor Harbour, we came down in 1983. So my first season coaching A grade and playing for Victor was in 1984. So since then, whatever that is,
Well, you've only missed a couple of years, aren't you? That's the last two.
Yeah, I retired. My last coaching gig was 2021. So I retired after that, and I missed a couple of years with doing the Thunderbirds.
You know, let's get on with the Thunderbirds. You got involved with the Thunderbirds as assistant coach, is that right?
That's correct, yeah. I had worked with contacts when I was in town before we came down to Victor. And then we came down to Victor, I coached and played for Victor Harbour Netball Club. And Marg rang me one day to say that they were going to be starting a national competition and would I consider being her assistant coach. So that was the inaugural Thunderbirds, yeah, the national competition for Thunderbirds, which was then called the Commonwealth Bank competition, now called Suncorp Super Netball. Televised every week on Fox now, so it's wonderful. So
sit over and watch it now.
And the Thunderbirds are on top, so we're all happy.
Everything's going well.
Yes, it's very good. Yeah. So
in those days, how well did it go then, though?
We won 2 premierships in that time, and I coached for 5 years with Mark before I returned to Victor. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. No intentions of getting back into it again?
No, I go and watch with Marg now, but that's about it.
That's it, is it? No input?
No, maybe for best players with Marg. Marg does best players, but that's all we do.
You only see it when it's in Adelaide, though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then the other times, if you can go and watch the Crows, do you?
Well, I haven't been to watch the Crows just recently.
I thought you'd probably say that because it's. I think it's a long time since you and I went to watch the Crows.
I know, since it moved from...
Once in Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, once in Adelaide Oval, yeah. It just was harder for us to get to in Adelaide Oval than Footy Park, wasn't it?
Yeah, not a great deal of fun. But,
had some good times at Footy Park, though.
Yes, we did. Interesting, the Thunderbirds, they used to go and travel around with them.
Yes,
and I mean, when they started off, you had some problems, didn't you, getting to their games?
Oh, one in particular.
And you can't...
One in particular,
be careful what you say.
It was prior to the Sydney Olympics, and it was a few years prior to Sydney Olympics. We were playing in where they were building the swimming pools and whatever for that, and so we were trying to get to the stadium, which was out there at where did they play it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway. And we got lost and we kept going round and round in circles trying to find the road, and somebody stopped and we finally knew where the stadium was and the new road going into it. But when we arrived, there was this one long line of traffic. We thought, oh my God, they're all waiting for us to to see us. They're all going in to see us, so we thought, right, we're on the other side of the road. So off we went, and we got badly told off for doing what we did, but anyway, off we went.
I mean, those things come to try you, I suppose, at times, aren't they? I mean, that was when it first started, wasn't it?
It was,
yes, so.
Yeah, it'd only been going for a few years, yeah.
So the other games you've been involved with is tennis.
Tennis, I played
many
tennis and...
Many years of tennis?
And I was your partner for a long time, mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles, yes.
Mixed doubles. So,
we won a few premierships.
We won a few premierships, yeah, we did. Yeah, we always had a good time. So that was always very enjoyable.
But you played tennis down in Adelaide before that as well, didn't you?
I actually played with Mark down in town in Glenelg Districts in Div 1, down
there. Oh, well, and there was a player from down here that played in the same club as you, wasn't it? Rod Kramer?
Rod Kramer, that's right. Yeah, he played at Glenelg Districts with us. Yeah.
Oh, well.
And Marg's still playing.
Is she?
And I'm not.
And she's older than you.
Yeah, she does so well. So well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, well, the other thing that you've been involved with too is your son's at the moment is over in America.
He is, yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, yeah.
And what's he doing now?
Well, he has just this last week, he's working with Occidental Oil Company, which is a very large oil company over there, and he is in their environmental department and doing policy work, and he is organised with large companies, and they have just they're going to build a multi-million-dollar carbon dioxide detractor in Mexico. So he's gone down to Mexico this week and just shoveled the first dirt for the huge...
Have a look.
At the site.
Is it right at the site?
Right at the site. He's shoveled the first bit of dirt for this complex to be made for carbon capture.
So it hasn't even got off the ground yet?
No. He's just turned the soil. So there are carbon capture facilities around, of course, but this one's going to be the biggest there will be, and yet. So he's involved in that.
So he's got himself a permanent job there?
Yeah, he definitely has. He's carbon capture is his main work. So it's very exciting.
Oh well, that's good that he's got himself a permanent job, because he was a little bit worried there for a while, wasn't he?
Oh, he just spent a lot of time at university over there, so, but no, right in with really interesting work.
Right, well that's good, and you're enjoying your time back here, so I mean you just enjoyed not playing any sport, not being involved?
I have been enjoying a little bit of time off. I've done it for, so long, 38, 39 years of, Thursday night training, Saturday games, and all the other trainings and everything else you do along with that. And I have enjoyed having a rest, I have to say.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
It's good that you can get a rest from it.
It is, but
I thought you said you had to do this forever, didn't you?
I did, but I have been very blessed with what I have had, so I'm so lucky.
Yeah. All right, Pauline, well thanks for making the time to come along today.
You're welcome.
And we'll catch up with you as time goes on.
Yeah, not on the tennis court though.
No, when we need to go for a walk, lose some weight.
That's it. Yeah, well done.
Okay, thanks very much anyway. We've been talking with Pauline Edwards about her time in sport and other things that's happening around the place with her son as far as the big oil thing, and interesting to hear that.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field. Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Station sponsor. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. Please support them. They're locals and they do it very well. 18-4 as we take you back to the Victor Harbour Oval, some scores from other grounds, and the third quarter with Trevor Pryor and Kevin Curran.
Thank you very much for that, Ian.
Doesn't look too good, does it?
No, it's drizzly rain here at the moment, folks. Total different to the first half. It showers out there in the back behind us in the hills where the weather comes from. It is all overcast, so I think there could be a light drizzle rain here going on. The scoreboard looks like it has been adjusted here. So at this stage, the FPA scoreboard here is 3 goals, 6 Victor Harbour to 4 goals, 5 McLaren Districts. So players take their positions, they start to come into play. Half time around the grounds in round 6 for the GSFL in the centenary season. Mount Compass 4-7, Langhorns Creek 4 goals 2. So it's 5-point difference in that game. Myponga Sellex 4-3, Encounter Bay 2-2. So there's only basically 2 goals in that one. Strath 6-5, Goolwa Port Emmett 3-5, so there's only 3 goals in that one. Willunga 6-4, Yankalilla 3-1, and that's only 3 goals in that one. So the games around today at this moment at half time are quite close altogether. And of course the one here at McLaren Districts 4-5, Victor Harbour 3-6. So it's basically 5 points. So only a couple of goals between all matches here, Kevy, and that's pretty good going, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah, when you consider that there's been some teams in the first 5 weeks down the bottom and getting belted. They're all reasonably close now. Anyone can just about win.
It certainly is. I said this time last year McLaren's were whopping everyone, but we're underway here, folks. Umpire Popplewell holds the ball aloft. So the light can go off. We go up as the main lights go on. Switch the wrong switch, Tony. So it goes on up here. Out it comes. Out of ruck it goes. Straight into attack goes McLaren Districts. Comes all out. He gets wrapped up. Hand by one hand. That'll be for holding the ball. They turn around. Victor Harbour were recipients of the free kick in Dylan Kleinig. And it's 25-metre penalty. You've got to give the ball back on the full if you're going to do that thing, mates, like that. So now, all of a sudden, right up in the centre of the ground they go. Goes out. Michael Ross now with the ball. Drives this ball forward. Up he goes. Right up in the full forward. Basham comes out. He gets wrapped up. He turns around. Drops it on his foot just in time. Goes over. Turns around. That's almost gone. The umpire calls play on. Says he's got it. Turn around. Overall wraps the player up. And it'll be a ball up.
Having a bit of
I think he's chuckling because he was going to toss him and he reckons he got caught and got away with the last one, so he's kicked it up. So he kicks it up and down, goes off, goes out there, goes around. Moyle now from McLaren's. He gets the ball, drives it back up to the wing. goes off to there, comes over, 2-on-1, goes off, socket off the ground there. Victor picks it all up. We've got a free kick to Victor for hanging on too long, and it goes to Kleinig. So Victor Harbour on their forward flank, gets called play on now, drives this ball up, goes forward, goes up, over the back, can't get it, reads off hands, can't pick it all up. McLaren picks it all up, Overall wraps him up, and it'll be a ball up to in the forward pocket for Victor Harbour. Up they go, put out there by McLaren's, hits down, Vincent goes over it, he falls on it, stripped and out of him from there by McLaren's and Todd McKay. He gets wrapped up and it comes back for another ball up. Still in that forward pocket, goes up, McLaren's tipped it over the back, comes all out, Victor go, they turn around, he gets up, that's a handball, goes out, he's turned around, and it'll be a free kick through McLaren's because he handballed it and went over the line. And he turned around, the player wanted to give off was McLaren's, but he's told it's his kick, so he'll go back. Goes off, up the flank now, scoreboard side, goes all up, over the top, can't get to it. Victor picked the ball up, handballs it back inside, comes all out, goes over quickly, comes all out there. He got tagged, that should have to go for holding the ball. Didn't dispose of it, turns around, gets up, and he's not happy, I don't know why. So McLaren's now drives the ball back out, goes out quickly, goes onto there. Victor Harbour picks the ball up, goes over. That was Kleinig again. Goes over, goes forward, and it's intercepted by McLaren's on the back flank. Car's over there with the wipers on, so it's how we have the lights on here, folks, and it's the first time I've seen these lights on at Victor Harbour, mate. So the umpire blows his whistle. Looks like he's paid a 25-metre penalty, so it'll advance McLaren's down. Must be careful where he throws this back to, as it comes back to Fennedy. Fennedy now goes off, goes right up the forward flank for McLaren's. Up wide, can't get it. Handball goes out, handball goes over, comes back to him, goes around quickly there to Ellison. Ellison goes over, up, but intercepted by Reece Bartram. So Victor repel him, come out, cover him side, and finds Michael Ross. Ross comes out, he looks over and finds his player out through there in Elms. They're on the back flank, right on the clubroom side. He goes in, Elms doesn't know what to do, finally gets called on, comes up to the wing, comes up, goes up and down, goes around, and up there goes Overall. Overall gets over, drives this ball in, goes up there, finds his player in quickly in the centre, and Mitchell Brook goes out wide, finds his running player, goes off the flank, goes right into the pocket, out he goes out wide, goes over there, untouched, and it'll be a free kick to McLaren's in the back pocket, going to Tom Fennedy. Has to go outside the oval to get it. Turn around and go. So certainly impressive light tower, isn't it? But whether it gives them up, I haven't seen them at night when they actually go. We're getting close to it. Ball comes back in, up and down, thumped away by Victor, turns around, gets out, handball goes over, comes over quickly over there to Stickle. Stickle goes off, but the ball's intercepted by McLaren. He gets told to be played on, quickly goes to Vanderloo. Vanderloo goes on up, turns around, hits the ground, handball goes back, comes back around to McLaren's. He can't get away with it, and it should be a ball up with the FPA scoreboard still on exactly the same. Victor Harbour 3-6, McLaren Districts 4-5.
Well, not much happening here. It will now, because Ellis just had the ball, got a hand pass away over there, but that's not even helping much at the moment. And it's picked up by Victor Harbour down there through Zach Dowling, and it's gone
untouched again.
Out, untouched. So it'll be a free kick back in.
That's the same spot we saw a couple of seconds ago, Kev.
Yes, it's not much happening here, is there, in this game? I mean, it's not wet. Well, it's a little damp, but it's not muddy and that out there at the moment.
Oh no, but it's enough to get that ball wet now.
And the ball goes back again over the boundary line on the full, and so the other team will kick it back. Or will they?
Touched.
It was touched. Anyway, the boundary umpire's got hold of it this time. In it goes. What can they do with it this time? Down it goes. Over across there. Go, the player there did a little bit too much with it. You're lucky you got away with that. And the umpire will probably throw it up. A little bit lucky then, I thought. He's maybe tried to do too much. Up it goes, and they've done too much this time because they push it straight across the boundary line and out of bounds. And it's on the far side of the ground. It's hard to see over there at the moment because it's very misty rain out there, and the umpire throws it back in again. McLaren got hold of it. Over it goes. Here's a chance for Victor. Player there, hand passes it back over his head, and can they do something with it here, Victor? Right down to the goal scoring line, and a minor score only. So that's now 5 goals, 6, 4 goals, 6 or 5-6. I can't see.
Should be 3-7 to 4-5, Kevin.
3-7 to, oh,
yeah, it's
whatever it is.
4-5 McLaren's 3-7 on their FPAG scoreboard.
It's very hard to see it's like trying to look it out of a bathroom window.
McLaren's bring the ball in. He plays on, comes outside his area, goes straight all up and down. Beautiful grab there by Cody Ellison. He drives up onto the wing, goes off. McLaren's trying to get this ball up there now. Goes up, Charla Shepherds, goes off, goes up top, and that will go over the boundary line untouched for a free kick to Dylan Kleinig. In the back pocket up there, so they take it over, but the kick forward had too much on it and not well positioned. So umpire calls him on now because he's come around onto the ground, goes over, comes all up, goes out there, comes out there. Ellison gets the ball out, goes out, comes out. McLaren's now sidesteps, sets the ball up, goes up forward, out wide, and he finds his player out there in Fennerty. Fennerty drives the ball up, not a good mark, go onto there, goes off, he's tackled. Bartram just got to it, and the umpire said no. It'll be a free kick to McLaren's. Quickly plays on, goes out, intercepted by what a lot of mistakes to McKinnon. McKinnon gets the ball, he goes forward, goes up over the hands there of Elms, turns around, McLaren picks the ball up, he gets a kick under pressure, goes forward, turns around, hits the ground, Victor go out, goes out there, handballs, goes out, further goes on, out onto the flank, goes out there, and it's a diving mark picked up there by Victor Harbour, and that one that goes to Tom Neville. Tom Neville still on the back flank though, goes in there, sets himself now, drives it up towards the wing, far side of the ground, thumped behind by McLaren's, comes out quickly, comes around over there to McKinnon. McKinnon for Victor, goes forward, here's Basham. It's the first time we've actually seen him come up into it, and he turns around and picks all up, gets himself up. Matter of fact, I looked around to see whether he was even out there in the first half, but his virtue was non-existent of what we could see. But he lines up now, right in front. First touch, I'd say too. So one mark and goes off, drives this ball, kicks it all out. Umpire's steady as it goes back, comes back in. He gets the all clear there.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Boundary umpires have got it back there. All the players are getting in position. And in comes the umpire to throw it up. Up it goes. McLaren got the knock down there, but the ball's gone out here to Victor Harbour. Now it's gone further down now to McLaren. And if the ball comes out loose here, McLaren are in business. There's a long hand pass across, and that has gone astray. And now Victor Harbour have got the ball now. If they can get the ball back down their end, and away they go with it. There's a long kick down there. There's a few Victor players down there, and they have a long shot in, and it goes in here. Nearly a mark out there. That was Basham again, I think. That had the chance to get it. Couldn't hang on to it though.
Yeah, actually that's a good call by the umpire then. He tried to be a gentleman, but he pushed his head into the ground. So,
oh well, people don't like that. There it goes, picked up this time by McLaren. Just pick it up, stand up with it, and the umpire says, give it to me. not making an attempt to get rid of it at all, but I suppose you can't do much else under these type of conditions. Ball thought it might have been taken out.
Good
down
leap.
There, and that's
Tave shot from there.
across the ground it goes. And I don't know what he's putting the ball on the ground for. Maybe do his shoe up.
Probably hope the player would push him over and get 25.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball now has been picked up by McLaren's. So there's not a great deal of difference between the scores at the moment. 2 points with Victor in front. And McLaren now will have the chance to make that 1 point less. So that's another point out there to McLaren. McLaren 4-6, Victor Harbour 4-7 on our FP Ag scoreboard.
And as you see on the screen, if you're watching this, folks, that rain is certainly blowing across there now, and the direction of the flag's gone, Kevy, so it's
straight over the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, so that's changed. You can see it coming in right to left across your screen. It's Victor Harbour now with the ball in their back lines. Gets to come in. He goes out the out the scoreboard side, drives out. That's good defensive play. Goes out over the top. It goes. Turns around. Victor got. He's making no attempt. Has to go. Sling him down. Oh, slung him anyway, so he deserved it. So out it goes. Overall gets it forward. Out it comes. McLaren's got possession on it. Handballs over to Moyle. Moyle drives the ball from McLaren's up. Goes up there and he finds his player quickly. And he's that far over the mark for Victor players. I reckon I'd real estate from him. So that goes over to Leon Groves. Groves goes back. Up and down it goes. Turns around, gets caught onto there. And the umpire says, paying the mark to Victor in the back pocket. He drives it quickly, back over. Ross goes up, comes over the back, turns around. McLaren dives on it. He hasn't got it. Comes out the back, turn around. Victor slam him down into the ground. And he turn around and the umpire comes in for a ball up. On the forward flank, clubroom side, players get them up. Fennerty. Bartram's tracking him. Turns around, over they go. Turn around. Overall went over the top of player there, and it's a free kick to Regolo for McLaren's. He drives up. Nobody wants to shoot. They're shooting into dead pockets. Out it goes. Comes around to McLaren's. We've got hanging on. That's a new one. Anyway, goes up. So Victor Harbour now recipients in the back pocket once again. Comes up the clubroom side. Goes up. Overall goes up. Turns around. Body can't go up. Comes off. He gets a free kick for that, for being shepherded out. So overall with the ball now. He's on the back flank. Drives it up here onto the wing. Up they go. Over the back it comes. McLaren gets the ball. Swings it out. Ellis gets it. Goes over to his player. Quickly off there. And Aaron Rende. Rende goes up. Couldn't get it down. Was Cam. Comes out back. Goes over to McLaren. Socket off the ground attempted by McLaren. Misses. He's gone. Ooh, he just got his kick on the tackle. Over the back it knows. Vincent gets the ball. He gets belted out, goes right up on the wing, finds his player out there, goes around, comes off quickly, and Elms goes off, finds his player out there, running through there. It's Victor Harbour, goes off into the centre, goes across, goes through for a minor score only. Victor Harbour doing all the attacking. That one there was Mitchell Brook. They now go to 4-8 to McLaren on 4-6. Only one goal, Kevy, so off you go.
Only one goal. It's half time anyway. The ball now is on the wing, and Victor Harbour now will get the ball down into their area. They may get another shot over there near the goal. The players are going down like ninepins. Picked up here by McLaren. Good pick up by them. Over it goes to Ellis. Ellis gets it across to his teammate. And down the forward line it goes before the ball is marked by Victor.
Which I reckon.
And Victor now got the ball, kick it down, goes down almost to the half forward line of Victor, and the boundary umpires will come along and throw it in. Gee, it's It's almost dark. Steve's got a good camera there. It looks like it's broad daylight out there.
The lights are on out there too, Kevy.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball's on the ground, picked up this time by Victor.
Oh, missed a kick when he's tackled.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's slippery enough without anything else happening, and here's a chance now for Victor to get it back again. Back on the good mark taken on the cricket pitch out there by Victor, by Brooke, and further down the ground they go with it, but it's cut off there by McLaren. The player with the ball there is Jamie Smith that's got it. He kicks it further down the ground, kicks across the ground to his teammate, and there it goes now over the pack it goes, and they try and kick it off the ground, and they're not doing too bad with kicking off the ground either, because it's gone a fair way down the ground. Even the player that tried to kick off the ground missed. And he's trying to tell the umpire it's back here.
Well, if you sock it off the ground with a full intent, they were paying that as a free kick. It's a kick, but it's off the ground, but it's an intentional kick off carrying a fair distance, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, Victor has got it now. No, if you can get a distance out of it, I mean, a day like today, it's going to be pretty hard to make it go straight, isn't it? And the ball, there it goes.
There's another one around the throat.
And that is
25 metre. Oh no, he's brought him best back on the mark a bit. Kicked in the man on the mark, you know. Goes off, quickly off there through McLaren's up forward. Too many up, comes back down, finds his player quickly. Off he goes up in the forward pocket. Charla can't get to it. He gets held onto. The umpires paid it, I reckon. Yep. So Joel Charla will get a shot at goal as he turns around and rolls up here. Saw him soccer him everywhere last week, didn't we? Off the ground and everything going around. Kicked a bag full. Conditions now are certainly got wet and damp. So Joel Charla stands up here, drives the ball off. Umpire runs back to the centre. He goes all clear.
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and is open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
As the ball's on its way back to centre again. There's no real hurry in any of this, is there, Trev? It's inevitable what's going to happen, but who is going to win it?
Yeah, well, it's still anyone's game here. It depends who wants it the most.
You think Victor would, but Clara's won that many of them, they're probably getting sick of it.
Well, it might hurt him badly if they go down. Back in the centre, up it goes, comes up and down, nobody gets it. Ellis is in there, sockers it off the ground because it's wet. Turn around, McLaren's can't pick it up, but he flicks it forward, comes out to Moyle. Moyle's low enough to get it, but he can't. He goes off and goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw in front of the club rooms. On the forward flank for McLaren's though. Kicking down to the right of screen, which is the netball court ends for our radio listeners. Up it goes, beautiful throw in. Up it goes, over the back it goes, comes out the back. Victor picked it up, Bartram throws it out with one hand. Then he sockers it off the ground. Thank you very much. I know the conditions are bad, but you sort of got to pick them still. Up it goes now, up onto it. Overall's getting held onto. Turns around, goes over. That won't make him happy. Umpire comes back in, goes up into the centre, turns around. Ross tries to get into it. Out comes Mackay. Mackay gets it out. Goes out wide, over the top. Drops there by Victor Harbour. Turns around, goes back into it. Throwing himself onto the ball there is Todd Mackay. He goes over and holds the ball up for a central umpire's ball up by Popplewell at centre half forward for McLaren. Ruckman set themselves. Up they go. Pushes all down. Turns around. McLaren overruns it. He gets wrapped up. He gets taken down. The umpire comes in now and says another ball up. Looks around, throws it up. Ruckman go up, comes out the back, nobody really gets it, turns around, comes out there by Victor, smash back forward, goes back around the danger zone, out goes McLaren's into it, turn around, try to pick it up out there, it was Daniels, turns around, he gets wrapped up, should be a free kick and probably 25, umpire standard right there, wet conditions, lets it go. So turns around, McLaren now. They tend to do a little bit too much passing, I reckon, McLaren's in there, but they get away with it, but sometimes you think they're better off with a shot. Anyway, he rolls in, drives a 50, wet ball, goes right up the teeth of goal, misses everything, out in the full. That's probably why they don't shoot from that far, Kevy. It's great. A ball in the forward pocket for McLaren's advantage.
I reckon the sky is getting a little bit lighter down to our right now. Anyway, the ball from that behind is kicked back in again. They fly for it over the far side of the ground. Player there got it like a hot spud, and away it went. Picked up, there they go again. He missed that one completely. And here's a chance now for Victor Harbour through Reese Much
Ellis.
to get the kick.
Straight over to Leon Groves. He's going to kick from outside 50, Kevy, so he's certainly got a distance to kick with that one with the ball the way it's been.
Yeah, that ball will be wet and heavy, I would think. Well, probably not as heavy as it would have been years ago, but I reckon he's
got it. Umpire looks happy.
Yep.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Perhaps might have gone through. Can't see them switching the lights off though, so once they're on, they tend to leave them on.
Turn the lights off now.
Yeah,
dark.
Just in case another one comes. So,
yeah.
So
anyway,
the ball back in the centre.
Got it, and he will throw the ball up right on the cricket pitch. Up it goes, down it goes. Here's a chance now for McLaren to try and get away
didn't
with
have
it.
the ball.
And McLaren have got the ball out there through number 12, Tarek Ridagolo. And he kicked it back into the area down there, and again McLaren have got the free use of the ball, and there's a shot right into the scoring area down there. The big fella came out. He couldn't take the marks. Here's a chance now. I think the free kick paid, or the ball has gone out of bounds.
No, I think he said he didn't handball it, so incorrect disposal.
So anyway, Victor player's got it. And he just kicks it down, off hands it goes, into the fence. And the boundary umpire will come and throw it in. Well, the boundary umpires wouldn't be too tired today, would they?
You reckon?
Well, it hasn't come that far. And the umpire throws the ball in. In it goes, and just standing there, pushing and shoving each other. And
good smother.
That was a good smother down there by the McLaren player. Here he goes. This will probably be another goal here. No, it's going just the other side of the post. And it's a behind only out there to McLaren. The McLaren now go to 6 goals.
7 should be, I'd say, Kevin.
7, is it? 6 goals, 7. And Victor stay on 4 goals.
8.
4-8, isn't it?
Yep.
Right.
So Victor have brought the ball back in and find this player in Kane Cooper in the back pocket. He's going to have to come to club room side now. Everybody coming across, spins this ball out. That's gone right over, just inside, touched. Goes over, overall, can't get it out. He goes back into it again, slapped out the ground, goes back down. Ellis goes in on it. McLaren's picks it all up, owes affinity. Ellis gets it. Ellis goes off, looks for the player, goes out wide, finds 49. 49 off the side, the boot, goes over, and he finds Victor Harbour. Well, it slipped through, did it? Slipped through his feet, I reckon.
Might have slipped through.
Yep, for a minor point. So it's a minor point there to McLaren's. They go now to 6 goals, 8 to 4 goals 8 on the...
That must have been...
Yeah, that was a siren that went, so he signalled it that it was a correct one, so goes in. So our three-quarter time score here at the Victor Harbour Oval, we've got it down as Victor Harbour being 4 goals 8 to McLaren District's 6 goals 8. So that gives us a 2 goals lead there. And a turnaround, it's going to be tough going to see because no one's breaking around. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
Don't be the next victim of a home invasion.
Pull over. Let's rob this joint.
Great Southern Security will install a home security system with monitored alarm to protect your home or business. They also provide CCTV, mobile patrols, cash transit, event security and a test and tag service.
Looks like this place has got its own secretary.
What do you mean, secretary?
That sign.
You idiot, that's security. This place has got an alarm.
Visit greatsouthern.security.com.au. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu. They're in your field.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
With over 180 years of farming family know-how behind us, ProStock Livestock will help you with all your livestock needs. ProStock will get you the best price for your livestock when buying or selling, and will even help you muster and transport them. Wherever you are across the Fleurieu Peninsula or anywhere in South Australia, we'll offer you the highest quality, professional yet personal service. So give ProStock Livestock a call to discuss your needs today. Visit us online at prostock.com.au.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
4. That's a bit of a turn up at this stage. I thought my Ponga Selix looked like they were getting back onto it, and the Bays are in a pretty tough spot at the moment. But
just in from Compass, Trev. Compass 3/4 time. 6 goals 9. The Creek 6 goals 7.
Yeah, so there you hear it, folks. Out Compass 6-9 to Langhorns Creek 6-7. So that's a 2-point game there at the moment. That's been tied all day, actually. And like I said, my Ponga Selix, well, there's only 5 points difference there, and the Counter Bay slowly getting up on top. And of course here we have on the scoreboard, we have 4 goals 8 to the home side, Victor Harbour, McLaren Districts on 6 goals 8. So it's 2 goals here. So it still could go either way. McLaren's, as per normal, just seem to have the answers to come back and keep him in the game. So, yeah. Meanwhile, McLaren District's goal kickers. Daniel Marr with 1, Lachlan Camp with 1, Leon Groves, Joel Charler and Matthew Merritt, Jackson Daniels, all singles. Same goes for Victor Harbour. We have Sam Overall, Jackson Elms, Daniel Stock and Samuel Basham. So it's tough going all around. I don't even have a multiple goal kicker here, so it's up onto there. The ground's holding up well, but they should do. They're probably just a little bit soft now. We got a reasonable amount of rain last night, Kevy, so especially over at home at Goolwa.
Yeah, I don't know that we got that much. I don't know. I wasn't awake all night to hear it.
Yeah, it woke me up quite a few times each time coming. So yeah. Either that or I can't mention any other noises, can I? The wife doesn't snore. She's going to belt me when I get home now. So we're still waiting here now. McLaren districts is just starting to break up. They turn around and say, we've said before about it, I'd like to be looking at the timekeepers' cards to see what they do for the break, what time they actually do get. So I had to laugh here. We commented on the first quarter how they... And behold, the timekeepers at half-time blew the siren for time up. There's no umpires out or anything. So anything goes to there as Victor start to match up on there now too. So we've got a... hang on. My wife just messaged me, Kevin. She said, no, I don't.
Three-quarter time at Strath. Strath 11 goals, 10. Goulburn Port Elliot 5 goals, 8. And also in from Yankalilla 7 goals, 2. Wollonga 9 goals, 8.
Yeah, well, they're pretty good, scores really. Strath and Goulburn Port Elliot, it looks like Strath are just starting to get it back onto there. But Yanka making a good job against Wollonga, 7-2 to 9-8. That's good going for a side that
these are teams that have not been scoring.
Hasn't won a game. They got beaten in the first round. As we go here now, we are underway here to get going. Out the umpire holds it aloft. So he blows it up to there as we get going for the final quarter. Up she goes. Nobody really gets it down. Comes over. Ross gets it for Victor Harbour. Goes off into attack too far, and it's intercepted by Joel Vanderloor. Vanderloor goes back, lines himself up, goes up to the wing, scoreboard side, over the back. Oh, judged that one well, and that's Regolo. So Regolo gets called to play on, goes out wide, up they down, over the top, Reading in front, McLaren puts it all up, beautiful slide and pick up by McLaren. He goes forward, over the top goes Victor Harbour, can't get to it, and she goes over the boundary line, almost into the forward pocket there, and it's be a ball in right by the light tower, I reckon. Boundary umpire comes in, so the ball is wet and slippery. It's in McLaren's attacking zone. Sets himself. Up it goes. That's pretty good going. Ruckman goes up. Can't get it over the back. Out they come. Ellis gets it up. Flicks it out the back. Goes over. Sox comes out there by McLaren's. Gets up there quickly by McLaren. They go over. Goes through for a minor score. That one there could have been Fennerty, I reckon. So we'll give it to him. So they go on the scoreboard now to 6 goals. 9 FBAG score with Victor 4-8.
Yes, well, Victor need a couple of quick goals, don't they? To get them back in it. From the kick in now, the ball went straight through the player's fingers, and that was always going to happen because the ball would have been wet and slippery. Anyway, the ball's kicking, could have been kicking in danger, but it didn't touch him in the end, and the ball now will be right back in as a free kick by Victor. Kicks it down the boundary over the clubroom side, and it's off hands, and it didn't miss our caravan by very much then, Trev, and the ball will be thrown in. Here he comes. Boundary umpire's got hold of it. He will throw it in. In it goes, over the back of the pack it goes, and here's a chance now for, or the player there would have got to push in the back, I suppose.
Yeah, he's got it. Yep, umpire's picked it. Same way.
And that's a free kick to McLaren.
Regalo.
Regalo, is it? And he'll kick it down, keep it over there on the clubroom side. And here's a chance now for Victor to get it back again. He can find a player out there. He has McKinnon. That one's out there. McKinnon gets it over to his teammate, and they want to get this one before it stops around there. And there's a kick in, and this can be marked by Victor. They're right in with a chance. They're not going to be able to get away with it here. The umpire just says, try and get it out, but they weren't trying too hard. Umpire throws it up again. Up it goes. Victor knock it back. Hand pass goes out.
Oh, well done by Regalo. Tackled and took that ball away.
And his kick was to a teammate
Cam.
as well, to Cam. And Cam has got hold of it. And he pushes it back.
Charla.
And Charla pushes
That's
up.
his first mark, I reckon.
Just juggles in front of him. Yeah, well, there hasn't been too many marks taken today anyway. And Cam now, he gets it further down. His teammate hasn't got it, but Victor has. Down the ground, they'll kick it now, and they'll probably let it go out here. McLaren, no, they didn't. Over the top of the fence he goes with it. And is he going to get a free kick? No, he's not. Or is he? Where's the boundary umpire? He's caught up with it now, and he will throw it in. Boundary umpire's got hold of it. In it goes. And up it goes. Pushed down again, and will it be kept in? Probably will here, I would think. Just playing around with it between each. The umpires there just letting play go on. No one's doing anything silly like trying to kick in the scrum or anything. And the umpire throws it up again. And McLaren, I think Ellis then tried to grab hold of it and nearly fell over. But he wouldn't have played too many games like this down in Great Southern.
No, it's probably wet conditions. He didn't see much last year with it, but
No.
he's obviously has to run across a few.
Ball now be thrown in by the umpire. In they come to it, pushed down again. The ball's taken over near the boundary line over there, and it's kept in there, and Victor Harbour had hold of it.
Throw in.
And it will be a throw in, Trev.
Certainly is. Over there on the wing, forward to the wing, advantage to McLaren's forward line slightly. As it goes back up once again, goes back out there, pushed out through there by Laurie. Laurie tries to get over, steps over quickly for Victor Harbour. Butch goes up to full forward. Moyle can't get it, goes out there quickly through there by old Smith. Smith goes out and McLaren's get the ball in. Laurie, he gets wrapped up too high and he's gone for holding the ball. He turned around and it'll be a free
intent
kick.
on getting rid of the player than the ball, wasn't he?
Yeah, well both players, he got their gang tackle front and back, so over it goes. Overall with the ball, drives out, goes out wide and finds his player on the wing position forward flank. Goes back, he's taking his time. I don't think he's anywhere near getting over there. So now finally kicks it up into the forward pocket, goes up there. Out comes McLaren all by themselves and takes the ball partly there, and that would be Ellison. Ellison in the back flank. Goes off, gets called to play on, drives this ball back, out it goes, up to the wing position. That's a good grab out there in the conditions by Cam, Lachlan Cam for McLaren's. He's taken a few, handy player for him, got some height. He turns around, looks around now, up the wing he goes. Oh, he got up under that one. She's up in the centre. Victor Harbour picked the ball off and they get the ball out through Jade Cooper. Cooper turns around, doesn't know where to go, comes out wide, finds his player running through for him in Braden Miller. Miller goes off, finds his player here in Vincent. Vincent keeps running on. Called play on. That's off the side of the boot. Goes up too far. McLaren goes up. Double fist. Put it over the boundary line for a throw in the forward pocket for Victor Harbour this time. Umpire gets into there. They turn around. One of the additions here, they had to break the netball calls out and relocate the oval out a bit. So give him space, so up it goes, turns around, up it down, goes McLaren, gets the ball back, quickly picked up, comes out through there in Daniel Marr, goes out, McLaren's now, come forward up the flank, Charla can't get to it, comes over the back, easy run on here for Victor Harbour and Cooper, he goes off, finds his player around the back flank, goes out, goes inside, too far, Moyle gets up, inside, can't get away with it, beautiful tackle, he's gang tackled, he'll have to go for holding the ball, oh, played on. They played one 2 seconds ago, exactly the same. He turns around and gets there. So McLaren gets up, thumps it away. She goes over the boundary line for a throw-in right in front of the club rooms. As it goes up into there. McLaren make an interchange. Right in front of there it is. Up it goes. Goes up, Ruckman from behind. Goes up and down. Vincent tries to get away with it for Victor. Can't get away with it, and it comes up for a ball up. In it goes, pushes it all up, Victor over the top, gets it out wide, McLaren got the run, doubles over, socketed off the ground by Victor Harbour, goes off in the forward pocket line, have to have that one for a boo. got touched according to the goal umpire, so it'll be a boundary throw in right next to the point post here as he waits for the boundary umpire to get around to there. So the ball is right next to the point post. Victor Harbour's attacking goal. Goes up, puts the ball up now. Up they go, pushed over the back. Turn over. Smith gets it, tackle down. Can't get down it, throw it out. Overall, handballs it out the back. Ross tries to go up, tries to get it high. He turns around it. If you're going to appeal for that, you think you'd give it holding the ball. And he has, yes, good decision on that one. Tried to break through like a scrum. So now out there goes McLaren. That one there would have been out there, would have been green, I'd say. Comes off hands, goes over the nut, untouched. So it looks like Bartram's got the ball. Kick it back in for Victor Harbour. So Bartram plays off, goes off, drives it up into the forward pocket. Up they go, out they come. And that's a strong mark by Michael Ross out there. And he will line up. Has not kicked one yet, Kevin. Very, very unusual. Had 2 shots for 2 points.
They haven't kicked that many, have they?
No. He's going to line himself up.
They've only kicked 4 and it's nearly the end of the game. So
yeah, he's not far out, but slight angle because it's a wet ball here, a left footer. So we just see where it slides off or where you can keep it straight. Goes off, drives it. Umpire's not moving. He's looking happy. He indicates there's...
Beachside Bedding next to Habra Pharmacy is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, AH Beard and Adriatic Slumber. Mary and her team at Beachside Bedding also offer a beautiful range of locally made Fluorio furniture. Beachside Bedding offers free delivery and old mattress removal, and it's open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Habra. Always competitive on price with real product knowledge. Beachside Bedding.
The rain coming at you, that makes them hard. So we go back to a 1 goal, 1 difference here, Kevy.
And the ball's back in the centre.
10 minutes gone.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time yet for either team to get up and win. The umpire will come in and throw it up right in the centre. Up it goes. Up go the ruckman. Push down, and I think the player had it. He did. Number 5 there for McLaren, and that is Todd McKay. And the throw up again, and here's a chance now for McLaren to grab hold of it. They can't. Too many people standing around the ball. None of them are trying to get it out. Anyway, they'll have another chance now. Just the umpire will throw it up again, which he does do. There's the big fella there. He's not going to let anyone, Charlie's not going to let anyone grab hold of that. He just says, give it to me and I'll hang on to it. The umpire throws it up again. Charlie's got it again. Puts the ball up, kicks it up high. And you got the
recovery from Ellis
there.
Is great, isn't it?
And he just recovers, gets back into the play as quick as he can. That's Matt down there in Ellis. And
over the boundary line for a throw-in. Boundary umpire's still on his way back. Right in that forward pocket. Boundary umpire gets his position now as the players set themselves once again. Right under the light tower, that's why it looks so bright there. It's dark out the other side. Up it goes, can't get onto it. Ellis swings it around onto his left boot, puts it up and down. It's too high though. Over the top it goes, out the back. Nobody from McLaren's. They go out. Out it goes onto there, off the chest of there, comes over to McLaren's. Fennerty puts it forward, picks all up, goes into it. He's gone, put the ball out into it, tap forward, goes over to Ellis. Ellis got taken high by the looks. Comes over into here and he does. He gets up onto there. Bartram throws it back to him. Ellis goes left wide. He finds out and he finds his player in better position straight in front, and that's Daniel Marr. Kick one in the first quarter. He'll kick from, he's going to have to kick from 45, 46 at least. As it comes over, so he tucks the old teeth rattler into his socks. So he'll take a fair kick with a ball that would be a little bit heavier now.
And legs would be a bit tighter.
Yeah, it certainly is. In he comes, steps inside 50, drives it. He's got it up on a good hit. got a good kick on it. Up it goes. Umpire's right there. That looks good. He looks around. Indicates a goal.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 161 Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Exactly what Victor don't need, do they? They just need
know,
to get a couple straight.
Scoreboard. We haven't said that much today.
Yeah, we have. We've been going on to our good sponsors.
Well, they haven't kicked many goals. They've only kicked
not to normal, is it? You'll get me that one.
Yeah. Anyway, the umpire throws it up in the centre. Up it goes. Down it goes. Here's a chance down there.
Hanging on too long.
Anyway, the ball's coming out loose. A little bit more effort's got to go into it now if Victor are going to win. Yeah. You can try these sorts of days to hold the ball in, but sometimes it just slips out, doesn't it? And a couple of quick goals there will make all the difference. Anyway, McLaren kicked the ball down, the ball stays in. It's gone over there to...
It's a good kick, that one, low down around the body.
And it's down near the goals, and here they go, and there's the big fella comes out there and takes a mark. And the big fellas don't get any smaller, Trev.
No, they get in the middle of that pack with the hands up, and it's hard to break them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you sort of got to. The only thing is, like, there's a real strong, solid punch.
Then you got to be careful that you don't wipe their arms out the way. Anyway, they've got a chance here to put the ball through for a score. Anyway. And he's had a long shot in here.
Short.
It's going to fall short.
Oh.
And there's another one of the bigger players, I think, has taken it there, and that's Ellison, is it?
Yep, that'll be him.
And he's a foot taller than the little bloke that went for the ball alongside of him from the same team.
But you don't leave big men in those positions unattended.
No, well, anyway, a goal here would just about sign the death warrant for the game, I reckon.
Umpire looks straight over his head, Kevy, so he has got it.
Let's talk about your new shed. You want it tough. You want it to look good. You want it to last for years. You want ShedX Fluorio, the experts in design and construct. If you can dream the shed, they can build the shed. Dream it, design it, build it with ShedX Fluorio. From initial design through to finished construction, your project is in trusted hands with ShedX Fluorio. Quality workmanship and experience you can trust. ShedXFluorio.com.au.
So they've probably got another 10 minutes to do something with the game from here. That sun would be nice out there at the moment, although I don't think it'll make the game any warmer.
A lot of shadow here on the left side. The
There is, isn't there?
are just starting to creep over, so Victor's ends, they're shielding they're shielding their eyes from the sun up that end.
Anyway, the umpire comes in, throws the ball up it goes. Come out of the packet there, that was a player there from Victor in Sam
Overall. Right in
Overall.
the chin.
And the ball's on the ground, they're diving in on the puck. I bet they're the people who are not washing the jumpers afterwards is doing that either. And there was a good spoil from behind down there by Victor, and the ball's gone down now, down Victor's end. The player out there dives on top of the ball.
In the back,
dives on the
back
top of this player as well.
Yeah, he carried himself forward just enough for it to stick out.
Yeah, was it Ridogolo, was it?
Yep.
And Ridogolo's got it now. In fact, they're kicking the ball a lot better, almost like it's dry out there now. Ball's on the ground, get it back up again. And when he got the hold of that ball, lowered his knees, and just
wait for the tackle.
For the tackle and just waited. You pay a couple of those for holding the ball, that'll make them get rid of it. Anyway,
out of bounds.
The ball's out of bounds.
Yeah, this is McLaren's like this. They don't mind
they're happy now. I mean,
yep. Bit of time coming off the clock makes it harder and harder. Up they go. Riley gets up, gets it out there, puts it around, comes over, comes through there in Victor in McKinnon. He goes out. Spoil comes from behind, turns around, drops the ball in the spin. Moyle gets up, he turns around, gives it to his mate because it was hot, and that was Hopkins, and he gets tackled, and she's a ball up on the forward flank for Victor Harbour's advantage. Up it goes, turn around, smash forward there by Victor. Vincent gets the ball out, goes off towards the wing, goes out wide. McLaren's track it, go back in, spins around, gets on his left foot, goes over, puts it up and down, up they go. Ellis can't get to it, gets over, puts the ball back, comes in through Victor, goes forward, there's Basham, stands there, turns around, Spoil couldn't come from behind, and it turns around right in front.
Player in front didn't do a thing, did he?
No, just stood there, but the body tried to come, but couldn't get around it, and couldn't reach to the ball. So Sam Basham with his second shot at goal. For my calculations, his second kick, second mark. So stats are probably good.
Do you want instant cash? Drop off your deposit bottles and cans and scrap metal today at South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots in Victor Harbour, Goolwa and Yankalilla. South Coast Recycling and Scrap Metals depots offer undercover drop-off facilities, and the Goolwa depot is open 7 days a week. To see opening times, the latest prices and the items that can be dropped off for recycling, visit southcoastrecycle.com.au.
There's one result there, so we're still... Oh, look at the time too. They must have started at breakfast time up there to have finished by now.
They finished, have they?
Well, that's what we're saying, so yeah. Oh, so anyway, back in the centre, up she goes out there straight away. Ellison gets it for McLaren's. They go straight into attack. Off the chest it comes. Victor Harbour got it. We've got a player down, head clash I think going, and he's still down there. It's just starting to move around. I hope he's all right. Comes all out, picks up out there, and that's Braden Miller. Miller for Victor, goes back into the centre, goes over, Ellis gets in front of it, turns around, gets the ball up, his running player comes past out there in Dowling. Dowling goes forward, goes up over the top, McLaren's into each other, picks the ball up, he gets tackled as goes to kick it, goes back down, Basham goes down with it, turns around, goes up, goes out quickly over there to Elms. Elms can't get it out. McLaren now defending stoutly, pushes onto the ground, out they go, dives on the ground, nobody can pick it all up, smashed out by Bartram, goes over to McLaren's. McLaren drives this ball back up towards the wing, goes over, Victor up and down, can't get to it, comes onto the ground, picked up there, goes over here, beautifully trapped into there, umpire says go on, out it comes wide, turns around, picked up there quickly by Victor in 22, he goes off into the pocket but intercepted by McLaren's, deep in the back pocket. He won't mind taking a little bit of time waiting for him. So in he comes, drives this ball back up to that wing, scoreboard side, goes up, over the back it goes, up it down, oh, sling, and he says, sling tackle coming out. You know you can't do it, and there's Ross again. Turned around, he wasn't going to pay the mark, but he just grabbed him and swung him around straight into the ground. Do not like to see that. Just go back and take your time, mate. So it comes up there with Matthew Merritt. Can eat the clock as much as you like here to it, goes off, puts the ball out, finds his player out there in Moyle. Moyle shields his eyes.
The sun's there.
It's right there, it's right out about the only spot the sun is out there.
Yeah.
Turns around, goes off, puts it out now, up to the wing on the scoreboard side, out it goes, comes out, can't take the ball in Ellison, turns around, gets going, handball comes out the back, turns around, McLaren picked it all up, McKay can't get to it, didn't have control of it, out it goes, Victor Harbour picks it all up, he gets scragged, goes down, and she's a ball up by the central umpire. So, first time I noticed the umpires have got the ear. Puts in, so goes off, hands in the ruck, over the boundary line on the wing position scoreboard side for a boundary throw in. Well, we've got ourselves at the moment 23 minutes gone, I reckon, Kevy, so take it away from here, we should be in overtime.
We should be, yes.
Time on.
Ball now is over the far side of the ground, and it's been picked up out there by Ellis. Ellis kicks it further down the ground.
Shrugged him off.
And I don't know what he's going to do here.
I think he got it free for legging, I reckon. So it comes back to Daniel Marr.
And he gets it across there
Radigolo.
to Radigolo, and Radigolo just does a little pass in, and it's just enough.
Ooh, almost cramped up too.
Yeah,
Daniel Barr for that stretch.
Got across there to Mar, so they're just waxing kicks in the inside 50 there, and if it's not fixed, it will be after this kick, you would think.
Well, if he puts this one through, you'd think it would be enough to keep him home. As I said, it's 2 goals, 1. It's a bit hard to take up when you've got to kick 3 straight. If he puts this one, it's 4 straight. Oh, he could just about go. He's had plenty of opportunities, hasn't he?
Yes, he was breaking tackles there, right, left and centre, wasn't he? Umpire throws it up again. Ball's on the ground. Victor had hold of it. Here's a chance now for McLaren. Oh, a player just ran straight into his opponent. And
throw up.
Throw up again. They can't just build it across like they used to. And the ball now is pushed through for a minor score again. And there's another point there to McLaren.
So Victor tried to bring it Quake back in. Vincent tries to pick it up, can't get to it. Charla kicks it off the ground, comes around there straight away into Elms. Elms gets it back to his player, and Vincent goes over. But over the back, setting that defensive line is Ellison.
They've just got that line across there, haven't they?
Ellison now goes forward, finds Moyle. Moyle drives this ball straight up to the wide. Out he goes, finds his player quickly, and Fennerty just goes on, waits for his player to runs up to the boundary line. Off he goes, I reckon could be Green. Green goes off, puts it up in the forward pocket, up stretch, can't get out to it. Comes out through there, goes around McKay, goes out there, Marr goes on, goes out, sling out comes, quickly picked up. There's a sling tackle again, picked up. Now he's turned around. He has to go back because you're in front. The umpire's called player that's stopped and goes back to Victor Harbour. In the back pocket there in Aaron Rendy. Rendy goes out wide. I reckon he finds a player out there in Brook. As it goes on.
Hey?
I reckon that's the siren, isn't it?
Well,
his turnaround goes up. They're looking like it. Yeah, everyone's not quite sure it goes on. But on the
I think they thought there was a bit longer to go.
FBA scoreboard here at the final siren is Victor Harbour goes to 6 goals, 8, but McLaren's defeated them with, I make it 8 goals, 10. We'll have to wait on to that because they kicked a point there which rushed through, and I don't think they've picked it all up. So, final score here, we'll just confirm as well. Look at that, they're pretty good. They don't want to hang around, Kevy, so they've gone out onto it. So,
shut shop.
Wrap the scoreboard up, decide to go out, and they're gone. Shut the shop and go out onto it. So, we'll go around. So, hopefully, like I said, we were on track of it there. So, we make it a win here to McLaren's. We won't be able to confirm that because the umpires won't be able to do it, but we'll put it down as Victor Harbour 6-8 to McLaren Districts 8-10. The other one we got at this stage is Maiponga Select 6-7 to Encounter Bay 6 goals 4. So we'll probably be able to do a bit of a wrap up on here, Kevy. So we can do around to goals. Hopefully we can get into what's going on to the around the grounds before we do a final complete stand out over there. But at this moment, goal kickers are starting to come in, hopefully. Goal kickers we've got here for Victor Harbour were Michael Ross with 1, Sam Overall 1, Jackson Elms 1, Daniel Stock 1, Sam Basham with 2. And for McLaren Districts, we have Todd McKay, Daniel Marr, Lachlan Cam, Leon Groves, Joel Charla, Matthew Merritt, Cody Ellison and Jackson Daniels. So we got them up to there. You've got a couple coming in, have you, Kev?
Yeah, Mount Compass and Leon Creek. Oh, this is 3/4 time.
That's no good to us, so
no, it's not.
That would surprise us if it goes on. So just
Actually, I've got that, fellas. Just come in full time from Mount Compass. Compass 7 goals, 12.54. I make it. Langhorne Creek 9 goals, 8.62.
Oh, that gets a 9 goals to, so Leghorns Creek get up and win that one. So 8 points in on it, so it's the way to go there. So we've got them starting to come in now. So Victor Harbour 6-8, McLaren 8-9, but I think that's a point out. That's off the scoreboard goes on, so we'll fit into it. So yeah. So well, that's a bit of a turn up from our compass when they're sitting onto there, Kevin, because that will hurt them. Making 9 goals to 9 goals 8. That's 1 goal 2 for there. So close one for Iponga, Selix and Encounter Bay. Like I said, so there's 2 others outstanding at the moment. But McLaren here at the Victor Oval have retained their undefeated season as they did last year, right through all the season, even into the finals. So we'll sort of hang on for a couple of minutes. Hopefully we'll get something that comes on.
It's only 12 points over Victor Harbour, but the 12 points was a big 12 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, 7-12. I suppose Compass will be disappointed that on their home ground to kick that many points.
Yeah.
So they'll get out of that. But the Creeks will be happy with that. So to get that win up, and like I said, Bays will probably be a bit disappointed. But then again, it's only be 3 points. It's against a side that's running in the top. Second, 3, 4, something like that. So
still, a close loss was no consultation.
No consultation, but it is. At least you know that you can manage it against some of the sides that are in the top 5. So to go on, but it looks to us like Strath will be winners over there. Wollonga are hanging on against Yank. You can't see that holding out. So we're probably not much sense trying to wrap up. Ian will have a few scores, I think, before he probably tries to roll up onto there. So we're probably just as easy to wrap up here and say goodbye to everyone. This is 90.1 Happy FM, Great Southern Footy, Match of the Round, on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.